I'm LJ,
What's cracking, y'all? It's Stevie Nicks.
and we're Knicks fans.
And welcome to Knicks Anonymous.
Myself, and I think we see Willis coming out.
Pass break to Walt Frazier. Frazier then slows it down. Is picked up by Jerry West at the top of the post. Reed.
The New York Knicks.
Here's David Stern
for
with the
their
announcement.
first pick, select Patrick Ewing.
Bernard looking for 50, and he's got it. Back-to-back 50-point games for Bernard King.
Anthony for three.
Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
Houston ducks under. Got it. 1:8 tenths left. Lynn puts it up.
Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown.
Johnson cuts left, now fires a three. It is good, and he's fouled. It counts, and he is fouled.
Barrett drives down. This time finishes with authority.
What is going on, New York? Welcome back to another episode of
Knicks Anonymous.
Knicks-
79 episodes to be exact.
Knicks Anonymous 79. That's a long time. That's a very
79?
long time. That's 3 seasons to be exact. Let the people know we've been around for 3 seasons so far. Would you say? I think we're beyond veterans. Would you say we're veterans?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so myself.
We're veterans. Shout out to everybody who's been putting in that Nick work on Twitter. Shout out VSN Network. Shout out the Knicks Anonymous family. No other, because we are the people's voice, and we are Stevie.
Nothing, and I repeat, nothing without the people.
Without the beautiful people, yes sir. Stevie, tell the
And the
beautiful
ugly
people-
ones.
and the ugly ones. But everyone's beautiful in God's eye. You feel me? So,
But if
Stevie,
everyone's beautiful, then no one's beautiful, which means everybody's ugly. I'm just kidding. Let's just get to some Knicks stuff, y'all.
Stevie, tell the kind people where you could tell where they could.
Don't mind me,
Yeah.
y'all. I was just tripping.
Where they could
Follow us on Instagram at Knicks Anonymous. Also follow us on Twitter at Knicks Anonymous and on TikTok at Knicks Anonymous. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, Breaker, or simply Google Knicks Anonymous, and you will find us.
Yes, sir. Great week of basketball. Stevie, let's start it off right. Let's give the people the record for what was it? I believe the past 10 games.
Yeah, for the past 10 games, brace yourselves, y'all. The Knicks are 6-4 in the past 10 games and currently on a 4-game winning streak.
Oh my God, that brings a smile to my face and my soul, Stevie. You don't understand. I've been at war, Stevie. War on Twitter. Twitter.
I've been seeing the blast as I've been working. As I've been working my 9-to-5 job, my phone's been going off with Twitter blasts from Knicks Twitter.
Because of me. I either A, stir shit up, or B, spit some facts. But when I'm stirring shit up, it's with facts. Okay? So since we're on that topic and the fact that we are 6-4, which is over 500, because we've been jacking that we are a average team up until this point, would you say we were passing that threshold?
I would still say we're an average team until shown otherwise. But not for nothing, I'm kind of getting too far ahead because we usually do this at the end of the show. But we got the Chicago Bulls the next 2 games. And those are 2 very winnable games. And the potential's there. We could turn this to a 6-game winning streak.
And right now, we are currently tied for 6th with the Indiana Pacers. We are both 14-13. That was the schedule from today. I don't know if anybody won early, because I don't know if there's more games, so the standings might change. But as of right now, after the Knicks win, the Knicks are currently tied for 6th. And that's coming from a team that was just in a game out of the play-in.
Now we're in the playoffs.
And yeah, it's early. I get, because I see that argument coming. I see it. The Knicks haters are always gonna find a way to spin this shit around. They're gonna come and say, "Oh, the season's still early." Like, shut up. We are currently in the playoffs. I don't
The
want
way
to
I
hear it.
see it, bro, we in, and our job is to hold this spot or move up. That's the way I'm seeing it right now, bro. You know what I mean? And we're not in a bad position. We're actually not in a bad position for once. Well, let me not say for once. Well, yeah, no, you know what? I'll say it. For once, we're not in a bad position.
So okay, so I wanted to start this episode positive because there is always negative in the Knicks community, and it's a shame. I don't know, honestly, if you're watching this show right now and you're a fan of a different team, please comment down below what your fan base is like. I want to know what the fan base all around the NBA. Excuse me, I hit the mic. But I want to know what fan base all around the NBA is like, because let me tell you, the Knicks fan base, it is a constant civil war. I don't know, Stevie, were you always in the fan base? Like,
I kind of know what Orlando Magic fans are like, 'cause I used to live in Orlando. I lived in Orlando for 4 years.
so what are they? I mean, like that's like another New York. I heard it's a hotter New York.
Yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't say it's a hotter New York, but that's where New Yorkers go to relocate mostly.
Okay.
But not just New Yorkers, though. It's not just New Yorkers. You know, a lot of people from other states go, but there's a lot of New Yorkers, though.
So
But,
what's their fan base? What's their fan base like?
I was down there when McGrady was there in Orlando. And their fan base is, I don't know about now,
They must have been happy as hell with McGrady.
but when I was down there, their fan base wasn't that bad. The only disappointing thing about their fans is they didn't seem like diehard fans, because the Orlando didn't always sell out.
Okay.
Orlando didn't always sell out. It wasn't like the Garden where, you know, like even when the Garden don't sell out, it's only like maybe 3 seats. That's it. Orlando, it didn't always sell out. So like I never understood that too. And it's in like a nice little state. It's a small stadium, but it's a nice little stadium. You know what I mean? And it's in their little downtown area. It should have more sellouts. Well, I don't know about now. As I said, I don't know about now.
It could just be
back
the market.
then, even with McGrady, they weren't selling out like that.
It could just be the ownership, you know. I mean, I think
That too,
I think
and not only that, and their fan base doesn't really have how can I say it? They don't really have like a heritage. And by that, I mean that, you know how we retire our players' jerseys? They don't have that, as far as I know. I don't think Orlando has a jersey in their rafters retired.
Really?
As far as I know.
They had so many great players. They had Shaq, they had McGrady,
Penny Hardaway. Yeah, exactly.
I would put one of those guys up there. I mean, obviously the Lakers have the rights to Shaq probably because of what Shaq has done in that franchise. But everyone else we just mentioned, I feel like should have a place up in those Raptors. But I feel like we're getting off track here. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. I was just wanted to let you know how the Magic fan base was.
Yes.
To my experience, and I had personal experience, so I let y'all know.
That's a fact, and I appreciate
Not too
that.
toxic to my memory. Not too toxic. Pretty pleasant.
So yeah, wherever you're from, comment down below. So where I'm going with this is, I started a sort of ruckus, you can say. We were definitely trending for a little bit. We definitely had over 40, and yes, I'm gonna say 40 plus is trending. Okay, I'm grateful. All right, I'm a grateful person. People are like, oh, 40 is not a lot, like whatever. But
Remember, bro, my pick was 44 wins. If that's what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about notifications on Twitter.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. So on Twitter there was 40 plus
Really?
notifications because I started a ruckus, and the ruckus was started because I woke up, and my mistake is I decided to check Twitter. That is a bad idea. Do not, if you're a Knicks fan and you're into Knicks news, do not wake up and go to Knicks Twitter. You will regret it. Why you will regret it, you'll say, is, or you ask, is because I woke up and I saw a guy who tweeted, Jalen Brunson is non-effective at all offensively or defensively due to his height. I told him to stay enraged and that he's shooting basically 46% from the field. So I told him his offense is not the problem, and I told him that his height, yes, puts him at a disadvantage, but it's not that detrimental. Hope I said that right. I'm trying to get my vocabulary.
Detrimental. You're right.
Detrimental
Detrimental. You're good. You're good.
to the team. Meaning, like, it's not all bad. Like, it's not like something that is the X factor in our downfall. Like, that's not. And then he said Deuce and McBride are getting more minutes than him, and that.
He said Deuce and McBride.
No, I'm sorry. Deuce and Grimes. I always do that. Deuce and Grimes are getting more minutes than Brunson, and with that lineup, they're doing better as a team. I was like, yo, one, if you think McBride and Grimes are getting more minutes than Brunson, you're smoking. Second, I put a picture of Deuce and Jalen Brunson's ESPN stats just to show their height. They're both 6'1". Because he said that their height, he said Deuce's height, because of Jalen Brunson's height, he's bad on defense. But then he told me Deuce is a great defender. I'm like, Deuce is a great defender, but bro, they're the same height. So what's your point? If the height was so detrimental, why is Deuce excelling, and he's the same height as Brunson?
Damn.
That is 8 o'clock in the morning, Knicks fans.
8 o'clock in the morning. Damn. You got into all this at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Knicks Anonymous family. I got down 8 o'clock this morning.
Jesus
Steven.
Christ, dude. Like, Nick, y'all be ready to go at it at 8 o'clock in the morning? God damn, man.
And shout out to everybody who had my back, because the 40 plus the notifications was dead. Everybody agreeing with me. So
That's
shout
cool.
out to everybody
It's
who
great
was
to
agreeing with me. He's got my back. I'm glad I'm not. Because listen, if I'm wrong and you tell me I'm wrong and I am wrong, I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong. But
Well, he's not wrong about the whole height thing, because people do shoot over Brunson, and that does make him a liability in a way as far as his defense goes. But at the same time, Jalen Brunson does put in effort at that end, because he does make plays from time to time. So it's not like the effort isn't there. You know what I mean? He's not a terrible defender. He's just not good at it. You know what I mean? There's certain dudes in the NBA who try to play defense. The effort will be there. It's just like it's just not their thing. You know what I mean? And Jalen Brunson's one of those people. Like, his thing is what he's known for is efficiency and making good decisions. That's what his strength is.
And I think he has the Thibodeau effect, because I think the Thibodeau effect is hustle. I think Tibbs has.
Oh yeah, he's gonna give the 100%. That too.
Yeah, but
That
you
too.
also said this morning that the reason with just hustle alone, Jalen Brunson's not really good at defense. He's actually good at defense because he's putting in the hustle. He's not necessarily good at it. Like, he's not the fastest, but he's so honed in on it and so focused on it, and that the fact that he wants to do it is making him a better defender. Plus, having alongside one of the best defensive coaches in the league. So would you put
that kind of helps. That would make him a system defender, and that's not bad. You know what I mean? Because if you could do a system, if the coach could do a system that hides a defender's weakness, then that could only benefit the player. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Because I haven't seen it done to him too often. I've seen it. It has happened. Jalen Brunson has gotten shot over. But it's not like they're constantly abusing it. They'll probably do it twice, every 2-3 times every game. Honestly. They are going to be mismatched, like, with screens and stuff. But, like we've said from the beginning of the season, Tibbs' defense is based on team defense to hide those disabilities. So,
Exactly. It's a system. So, I think he'll be fine. The grand scheme of things, he'll be fine. He'll have his moments, but he'll be okay.
So shout out to everybody on Twitter, besides the guy. I mean, shout out to him too for having his own opinion, but that's the wrong one to have at 8 o'clock in the morning. So moving on to more controversial topics. It gets even controversial than that, believe it or not. This one is still blowing my mind. There are still talks about trading, you guessed it, Julius Randle. I have never been like at I'm sorry, the video cut off and now it's back on, so technical difficulty there. I apologize. Audio is still good, but I have never met a fan base that hates their best player.
I'm gonna say the second best player.
Second best player, arguably.
I'm gonna say
the first.
Brunson. Bro, I say Brunson's the best player.
Okay, you know what? I'll take that.
I'm gonna say
Brunson being
Brunson's the best player.
second best player. I've never met anybody who actually hates somebody who helps their team at all. Not even the best player. If somebody helps their team, you would like that guy. I get it. He has his problems, and we do criticize him a lot, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But if you still think we gotta trade this man, like with no second thought, at least, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Am I wrong, Stevie?
No, I agree, dude. Like he could. I said it many times, man. All you Knicks fans, be prepared. He may be here to stay. The possibility's there, so don't be mad if that happens. Obi Toppin may be the guy on the way out. I mean, he is a young player, and as I said, people do see he has ability. I'm not saying he's definitely gone, but I'm just saying be prepared for the possibility. Because you know, if we could get ourselves an A player, which I continuously say we need, Julius Randle will definitely be a better player because it'll be some responsibility taken away from him. And as I said with him many times, less is more. Less is more with him, man. It's so much. We gotta make it. You know what? Merchandise. Less is more. We gotta do it. We gotta
Trademark.
do it.
Trademark.
And I really mean that because if you notice, when responsibility is taken away from him and he doesn't think, and I said that, when he doesn't think, he plays better basketball. When he just reacts.
When he doesn't go, oh, all right.
Yeah. Once he stops to think, that's it. I want, as soon as he gets the ball, he starts dribbling. That means he's decisive. I want decisive Julius Randle, not indecisive Julius Randle. Because Julius Randle is a much better player when he just reacts. And that's just my opinion. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes his reactions do lead to turnovers. It happens. But for the most part,
if he could just
reacting
them
and not thinking, the game comes to him and it seems to run okay. So I want him reacting more than thinking. And that's just my opinion, as I said.
I agree. And Julius has been I'm
my fault, I'm sorry. But as we were talking about trading him, as far as trading him, no, you don't just trade him for anybody. You know, if a good deal comes along, yeah, not just for anybody. A lot of y'all talking about Jay Crowder. I wouldn't just do a Jay Crowder deal with Phoenix. You know, that was thrown out there at one point. I
have a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I want to know where all your confidence in Obi Toppin comes from. I want to know. I want to see it. I want to know where all your confidence comes from. I don't hate the kid. Don't get me wrong. I like Obi Toppin. He brings a lot to the table. You know,
he has potential too, man. Potential's there, man. He has box office potential.
But for you to indecisively say he should take the starting spot over like somebody like Julius Randle, especially with what he's doing right now, because ever since the 9-man rotation, which we're gonna get into, because that was a controversial topic.
At the moment he's not playing. There's a fractured fibula. If I'm not
fractured fibula. Shout out health and safety, my boy.
Yeah, but, get better, Obi. We need you.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it at that because I don't want to sound like an Obi hater. I'm not an Obi hater. It's just that I don't see why you would want to give up Randle. If you want to win now, you're not gonna win. I mean, oh my God, I can't even.
All right, hypothetically speaking, what would you give up Randle for? Like, what? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the caliber of player that you would trade Randle? All right, hypothetically speaking, me personally, I know it's not a straight up trade that would happen, but I'm giving up Randle for Karl Anthony Towns.
I need a double guy. I need somebody who can efficiently give me 20 and like more than 8 rebounds. If we're going there, 8 or more.
So you would need another. So you would need a power forward back, a double.
And if you really look around the league, my dad said this to me. He was like, if you really look around the league at the power forward position, who's really doing it like Randle at the power forward position besides Draymond Green? Or I don't even think Draymond Green is doing it right now. You know, like
he's doing okay. He's doing okay.
I gotta look up that.
Playing his role.
I gotta look up that stat line, but I'll post it on Twitter. So make sure you really follow us. But who's really doing it like Julius Randle at the power forward position that you can easily
AD's playing good. Giannis.
But they're centers.
No. Giannis not a center.
He's not a center.
AD's not a center. Nah, not at all. Power forwards.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm getting Julius Randle for one of those guys. Either
Carl Anthony Towns.
or AD.
You know, but he's hurt. He's hurt. I like Towns, man. I think he's gonna eventually be available. I'm keeping my eyes on that. Even though he's
We said
hurt,
Towns
I'm still keeping my eyes on that. Timberwolves.
We said Towns last year, right? We thought we was gonna get him last year.
Nah, we didn't think we was getting him. We just said we wanted him. I'm still on that. I'm still on that train, personally. Whether
not
it be
gonna
for whether it be for Randall or whether it be for Mitch. Actually, nah, not even. Mitch is he's developing into the ankle we thought he would be. So nah, it would have to be for Randall.
Yo,
I would
shout out to
definitely
Mitch,
keep
man.
Mitch.
Ooh, clap it up for Mitch. Clap it up for Mitch. Clap it up, Stevie.
That
Clap
dude
it
is
up.
a machine, dude.
Are you not
That
clapping?
dude is a defensive machine. He is exactly what we expected him to be.
A little bit
Straight
more at
up
that.
anchor. Straight up anchor. I wish he would give us some offense, but I'll take what he's giving us. He's good. He's good at what he does.
Look, in his own right, he's using himself in a very effective way. What he's doing is he's just camping out in the paint, and that opens a lot for Quickly and Brunson to get their little floater up, because now the center is forced to stay back on Mitch, because as soon as he steps up on Mitch, he's gonna get dunked on by Mitch. So Mitch being the presence that he is right now is helping immensely. So I'm not really too worried on the offensive part, because that will come as the game goes, because he's gonna get his rebound. He's dominating on the offensive rebound. I mean, he's completely If you don't, if you don't have a center on your team, or if you don't have a legitimate 7-footer, he's gonna own you on the boards. He's going ape shit.
Especially on the offensive boards. He's been killing.
He's going ape
has
shit
been
right
killing.
now.
Bro, if he keeps this up, he has to get some votes for the all defense team.
Yo, he's swatting shit back to the equator. Like, he's playing volleyball.
He has to get some votes, man. At least some votes.
Fuck it, put him there. I'll put him on the team. Second team.
No, I
at
mean,
least.
like, you know how the NBA is, you know what I mean?
First team
Like,
or
they like to
second
do the
team?
Knicks dirty. But if they do the Knicks dirty, at least give them some votes.
First team or second team, you said.
I mean, either or. I don't care as long as he gets some votes. But if he makes it, that's what's up. They show him some love, I'll take it.
Because he gets a lot of steals, not for nothing, too. He stops a lot of drives. And a lot of shit on the stat sheet that the stat sheet doesn't count, you could see it. Like, the altering shots, getting in position, the little things, little things that make a good center matter. So, Mitch, you are definitely living up to your contract and possibly even playing above the contract, because the season is still young, like I said earlier. So
He just has to stay healthy.
if he
Just
stays healthy,
healthy.
so far he's been good. He's been good, man. Knock on wood.
I mean, he's missed games. He's missed games, but for the rest of the way, just stay healthy.
He'll be all right. I got faith.
I do too. But I'm just saying, just stay healthy.
So okay, trade Randle, yes or no?
No, not right now.
Okay, boom. Same. No.
No deadline. Definitely not a deadline deal.
So like
Maybe
I said,
off season. Maybe off season, depending on what's on the table. So 100% no deadline deal for now. 100% no off season deal. I gotta wait to see what's on the table for the off season. So I'm riding with him for the rest of the season personally.
especially after what he did tonight. Yo,
You
fresh
know what
off
I
the
mean?
Kings win. Shout out to the Knicks. You already know I came back from the Garden. Fresh out the Kings win. Shout out. I didn't even say that. I should have been the first shout out. I should have opened with that.
That's
yes.
a fact, bro. Hell yeah, you should have opened with. Did you get the burger?
I got the burger. That's tradition. Onion jam burger. But this time I switched it up. I hit it with the Blue Moon. So I can't even lie. I'm a little tipsy right now. So they be giving you the big fucking mammoth cups. Yo, bro, they be feeling that shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's bread though. It's bread. I bet I spent like $32 on a burger, fries, and beer.
I haven't been to the Garden this year yet. I gotta buy some tickets. I might buy a ticket, take my pops.
Shit, let me know. I'll roll with y'all. That ass. I love going to the Garden. It's mad fun. Love interacting with Knicks people. Yo, don't be surprised if I catch one of y'all outside the Garden. I ask you some questions for the interview for the show. So don't get caught lacking or get caught lacking if you want to be on the show. Shout out to the Knicks Anonymous family. But one thing I wanted to say is that Julius Randle tonight was an absolute for the last couple of games. Honestly, I think in like the 4-game winning streak that we're on, I'm not gonna say the main catalyst because, like you said, Jalen Brunson is the best person on our team right now, and he's been also taking a shit on everybody as he should. Julius Randle has been one of the other main catalysts in this 4-game winning streak with his offensive presence. I mean, he's been taking it to the basket like no one's business. And a funny stat line for today is he outscored Sabonis, and he got ejected in the third quarter.
That was stupid on his part, bro. You should have kept your feelings in check, Julius.
Do you really think that was all his fault though? Because I'm hearing that was a rookie ref.
Bro, we were winning. Why you flipping out?
I was flipping out too though, bro. Because like they was
Come on, Julius.
They was getting.
Oh, you was there. You had a better seat than I did, but still, come on, man. We were winning. They was getting
no calls, man. They was getting nothing. They was traveling to Brooklyn from Manhattan. They was pushing off. They was doing some dumb shit, bro. They was.
But you don't lose your cool. Come on, man. Come on, Julius. You better than that, bro.
You know what?
At least it didn't lead. At least it didn't lead to a loss. Because, bro, what if it would have led to a loss? This would have been a whole different conversation right now.
Dude, and then they fouled out Mitch, almost fouled out Hartenstein. Bro, the rest had the money line tonight, dude. I'm telling you, the rest had the money line. I don't want to hear it.
I could dig it, man. Like, I'll take the win. But still, Julius, you got to keep your feelings in check.
He was big against Atlanta. He was big against the Cavs. Who else did we play?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool. Are we getting into the games? Is what you're telling me?
Nah. I'm just doing a summary. And the Hornets, 33 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Bro, every game I go to, he is literally the headline. So the fact that I don't understand. The fact that everybody is still talking, not everybody, that most of the Knicks, I think they're slowly dimming down, but it's still out there that we should actually, trade him without any thought and get a Jay Crowder. So, yeah. That's out there, and that could stay out there. That could
how that goes.
That could stay where it belongs, nowhere. What do we call Twitter? The writing
on the devil's playground.
No.
I call it the devil. I call it the devil's playground. My father calls it the gas station bathroom wall.
Oh, with the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
The stickers and shit. That's mad funny. That's exactly what that is. But yeah. So. Like we said in the Randall's talk, I did briefly mention the 9-man rotation. Before the 4-game winning streak, the 9-man rotation was highly controversial because everybody was still hot about the Cam Reddish situation, which we will briefly get into after the 9-man or during the 9-man rotation because it actually plays a role. So, Steven, when you first heard about the 9-man rotation, what were your thoughts about it? Despite the fact that we're 4-0 right now, so try to remember yourself before all this happened.
Not for nothing. I didn't really think anything of it. I didn't think too deep into it. All I thought was like, okay, we're taking a different approach. Let's see where it goes. And once I heard, you already know I'm in the Deuce mob. Once I heard Deuce was getting more minutes, I was all in. So, all right, let's see where this goes. And so far, so good. Deuce offense has been looking a little erratic. You know what I mean? He hasn't looked too good offensively, but the defensive impact was there, and that's what he was brought here for, and that's what's important. So on that aspect, he showed up. I think the offense will eventually get there, so I'm willing to wait on that. Who else came in though?
Quentin Grimes.
Jericho Simpson playing pretty good.
Quentin Grimes,
playing good. They have you noticed they've been using Hartenstein at the power forward position a little bit. I don't know if you peeped that, and that's been a little effective as well. So I think we should see a little more of that. I've said it many times, bro. Nick Nation has soured on iHeart a little bit. But if used effectively, he has a role. You know what I mean? Like, he's slow-footed defensively, but if used effectively, he has a role.
That's a fact. But yo, bro, Quentin Grimes.
Oh yeah. I mean, remember, I wanted him starting since summer league. It's taking long enough. I'm glad he's doing. I'm glad he's doing good. He's another one whose offense has been a little erratic, but defense has been killer. So I can still wait on the offense. So I ain't mad at that. They just need to keep it up, bro. Keep that up. Let the development continue and let things flow. And I think things will get better as time goes on.
Yeah, and to relate this to the Reddish situation, well, the
Yeah, a
number
lot of
one,
Nick Nation was tight about that.
and right, in a way, rightfully, yeah. It's just that right now Reddish doesn't fit into the play that we want right now. Like, there's something going on back doors that he just doesn't fit. And honestly, it has been working without him. So it's not that we're really missing him. Yeah, he's a great player and he deserves minutes, which is actually why I think he's, we're trying to get him out of here. I think we're actually trying to help him. I don't know why everybody sees it as a negative thing always. Like, maybe we're actually giving him opportunities somewhere else to go shine, and we can actually get something in return because he's an actual valuable player. The games that he's played with us has upped his value crazy because no one really knew what they were going to get with Reddish when he came to us because he was always hurt with Atlanta. So when he came in and hit that game winner against, who was it against? The Bulls? Well, no, not the Bulls. Oh my God, who did he hit that game winner?
It was
against?
the first game of the season.
Oh, it was Memphis. It was OT.
It wasn't a game winner, but it was the one that brought us to overtime.
Hit that game winner. He had some nice defensive games. He's been a little inconsistent offensively, but for the most part, his game looks clean enough to actually want to develop on. Everyone knows his biggest problem is injuries. So the fact that we want to trade him is the reason why we're not playing him. Because if he gets hurt, there goes his value. And we can no longer get rid of him for what we wanted to get rid of him for. So we're pretty much just sitting him to sit. And it hasn't been confirmed that we want to trade him either. I don't want to put that out there in anybody's mouth. But it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious that we're going to get rid of him. So I truly believe that is exactly why no one is seeing Reddish play, because even at the Kings game, a lot of people were screaming, put Cam in because there was a lot of foul problems. But dude,
when Cam Hive was out,
yeah, the Cam Hive was out, man. And let me tell you, it's
you
dead.
ran into Trippy at the game.
I ran into Trippy at the game. Shout out to Trippy OG, Nick Nation. You already know, VSN. My boy was working the stove. He was working the stove. He was with the wrist.
Nah, that's what's up, man. The job is a job. Money's money.
But yeah, the Cam Reddish, it's done for him. Cam Hive, I'm sorry, you guys are toasted for sure. It's done. He's a done deal. He's a rapperoni. And I saw a Karis LeVert trade with somebody else for Evan Fournier and Cam Reddish.
I would take Karis LeVert.
You know what I mean? So
I would. I would be more than happy to take Karis LeVert.
You know what I mean? If we're sticking on the trade topic, a lot of people want to trade quickly.
Imagine that, bro. Karis LeVert and Jalen Brunson in backcourt. That's not bad. I'm just saying that is not a bad backcourt.
How about the Porzingis
that
trade?
That is not a bad backcourt.
How about the Porzingis trade?
All right. Yeah, I forgot you mentioned that. Okay. Here's my thing, bro. We need shooting, right?
That's
We need a
correct.
shooting big man, right?
Correct.
Okay. The only thing preventing Porzingis from being a good addition for the Knicks is his contract and the way he left. I know we're still. Let me not say the Knicks are tight about it, because I assume we're all past that. But when you hear the name Porzingis, it's still kind of sour. You know what I mean? So would he fit basketball wise? Absolutely. But his contract is kind of big, bro. That'd be taking on a lot.
Can I tell you his numbers?
Shoot.
He's averaging 23 points,
No.
shooting 47% from the field,
Wow.
and 34% from three. 35% from three.
Get out of town. KP's doing that?
KP is
The
going
unicorn?
off. Unicorns
What's
going
the
off.
Wizards record?
Let's see.
What's the Wizards record? Let me look that up. Hold on.
I got you.
You got his
I got-
numbers.
I
I'll look
got
up the
you.
record. I'll look up the record. You got his numbers. You got his numbers. Really? But he was injured to start the season though.
Wizards are 11-16.
Oh, so
11
but he was injured. But he was injured to start the season though. That's the problem with him. He's still injury prone. Let me
So
check
Nick
his
Nation,
contract
don't-
though. That's
don't
what I
bash-
want to see.
Don't bash us, Knicks Anonymous family, because we're not saying this is an absolute. We're just saying
No, it's just something to talk about right now.
It's just something to
honestly,
think
this is straight
about.
content. This is straight content right
This-
now.
This is just something to think about. We're just trolling at this point. But real talk, while you look up that contract, real shit, there's a lot
Hey,
of people.
whoa. Maybe we should think about this. Hold up.
Wait, whoa. Why?
Because right now he's in the 4th season of a 5-year contract, which means his contract is up next year. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, he's a free agent?
Next year you're free. Not this year coming. Not this
Next year.
summer. The following summer. As a matter of fact, wait. Salary. Yeah, 2023, 2024. You're free agent at the end of the year. I'm just saying. Contract wise, it makes sense. Imagine that KP comes back to the Garden. That'd be a nice little story. The
Julius
fan,
Randle,
he might have to earn the fans' love back though.
RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Jalen Brunson. Oh no, and Kristaps Porzingis.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
Oh,
That'd be crazy.
for Evan Fournier.
Porzingis for 48, a straight up trade.
Porzingis for Fournier. That would be the steal of the century.
Or what if we did Fournier?
for Anthony Davis?
Yes. Nah. Nah, you know what? Never mind. Let's just get back to the beach, bro.
So
I'm about
okay,
to
so
start fantasy drafting right now.
no, 9-man rotation. That's what we was talking about. The 9-man rotation. When I first heard about it, same as you, I really didn't think too much of it. I actually thought of it in a positive way. I thought of it like we're trying something new. Because at the time before the 9-man rotation, we were trying things and it just wasn't working consistently at that. Because we were winning and losing. No consistency, right? So when I heard the 9-man rotation, I was like, interesting. I didn't know who was going to be in the lineup, though, until the Cleveland game. When I saw Quentin Grimes in the starting lineup, I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. At first, it was a little confusing because of the Cam Reddish thing. Because in the beginning, the Cam Reddish situation wasn't really clear until, I'll say, like, the Hornets game, maybe. That was, like, 3 games in. So, the Cleveland game, he showed out. Dead ass showed out. His defense was impeccable. I mean, you can definitely see the change that they bring to the game. Deuce and Grimes, those two bring a different dynamic. It's a lot of energy. Fresh legs, or as Clyde Frazier would say, the neophytes. Offensively, really didn't do anything. He had 4 points, honestly. But he did have 6 rebounds. Quentin Grimes, not for nothing, Stevie, is a very high flyer. He's extremely athletic. He gets
Yeah,
up
he can
there.
jump on the low. No pun intended. He can jump on the low. He got hops. I don't know if he can do dunk contests, but he could jump.
So Stevie, overall, how would you oh, ooh, okay. Wait a minute. I just got an idea. This brings up a new little segment that I thought about not too long ago. But now that I
Uh-oh.
brought it up, I'm gonna bring it in right now. So, we're gonna do I'm still working on names, so forgive me if this name is a little lame, all right? We got the anonymous report. So, or the anonymous report card. I don't know. We're gonna work on that one. But pretty much I'm gonna call out a name, and we're just gonna rate them on a report card scale. A+ being the highest, F being the lowest. So, Stevie, for the first report card of the season, we're gonna start with Quentin Grimes.
Based on what? Like what I've seen so far this season?
Yes, for this 9-man rotation, 4-game winning streak.
I give him a B.
Why?
I want more consistent offense from him. Defense has been great.
Okay. I will give him. I'm gonna give him a B plus because
I
he
say
has
B minus, by the way. B minus.
B minus. Ooh, why the minus?
Because of the offense. As I said, inconsistent offense, but the consistent defense is great. So, B minus is a passing grade, though.
It is a
Just
passing
saying.
grade, but I'm gonna have to give him a B plus, due to the fact that he is actually part of the difference in this within this 4-game winning streak. He's definitely the one to change the whole situation, and he is, like you said, he's one offensive game away from being that A, in the report card sheet. So not overall, not whoa, let's not get a A in the report card sheet.
That's a fact.
He will get that A. So I think B plus is stamped on his forehead. You said B minus, so overall, I guess you can average it out. We'll give him a B.
It's a B.
We'll
Average
give him
is
a
a
B.
B.
So we'll give him a B. Okay, next one, RJ Barrett,
Uh,
because he's been the talk of the town lately with his what's the word? Inefficient basketball game. He has been turning
well,
up
for the
though
past
within
few games, he's been playing great. So I'll give him an A minus.
A minus. Well, okay, you know what? I would give him. Yeah, I'll give him an A minus because of the Kings game, because he was left alone to lead the charge. So he held it
He
down.
closed. He closed it out.
Yes, he held it down. He was the veteran on the floor. He said, "This is my team at this moment, and we're gonna win this." And that's exactly
He's
what
stepping it
happened.
up. You know what I mean? We've been criticizing RJ a lot here at Knicks Anonymous this season, and he's been stepping it up. So I think an A minus is fair. And the only reason I'm giving him a minus is I want to see if he keeps it up.
That's true. If RJ can really keep this up, or even better it, because remember he's doing. Actually, you know what? No, you know, right? Because this is what he can do at his best, right? So we're gonna keep it like this. So if he could keep it consistent, because I don't want to ask too much of RJ. The fact that he's doing good and the fact that he's showing up is already proving me wrong, because I've been on RJ's ass for the past like 2 weeks. So RJ, you keep doing what you gotta do, bro. Okay, Julius Randle,
A.
solid. Do we even need an explanation? I think his game speaks for itself.
It would have been an A plus if he didn't get ejected today, but A.
I think he will forever stay at an A until he's able to fix his defense problems.
No, he could go down to a B. He's been
B
there.
plus.
He's been a C at some points.
Yeah, see, yeah.
He's had a few D games too, but we won't go there. He's playing good.
Hey,
We won't keep giving
you
him
seen the
flowers.
headline? You seen the headlines on the New York Post?
They did that on purpose, bro.
That was
I be
OD,
feeling like
right?
they be trying to do us filthy sometimes. We don't even want to get into that. Next question.
Yeah, that was a
Next
trap.
question.
That was a trap question. You did well. Are you media trained?
Not really, but that was an easy one.
Okay. Okay. No, I got two more. Mitchell Robinson,
A as well. Matter of fact, you know what? Screw it. He'll be my A plus.
A plus. Hell yeah. I was gonna say A
He's
plus.
gonna be
right
my A
away.
plus.
He has been a monster, dude. Crazy. And I
He'd
don't
be
want
a-
to hear. I don't
He'd
want to
be
hear
an
that.
A plus plus if he had offense. He's A plus.
And I don't want to hear that there was injuries amongst all teams, because you play who's in front of you, and that's that.
Yeah, bro, that's it. The competition's there. You can't say whoa. I want better comp. You gotta pay what's there, bro.
Yeah,
All
you
there
know,
is to it. You want better comp? Make the playoffs. That's what we gunning for.
that's exactly what we're gunning for. And last but not least, Deuce McBride.
Also B minus. Same grade as Grimes. Great defense, inconsistent offense. But he kind of stepped it up today. He played pretty decent offense against the Kings. He had a few nice shots.
Yeah, his I give him
Look.
I give him a B. I give him a B. He's been turning up on the defensive end. He's also one of the changes.
Yeah, the impact is there. You can't
Im-
sleep. The impact is there.
Because Cleveland, he deadass had 0 points and was a plus 18 on the board.
Impact. That's a basketball player. You
Yeah,
don't
I
have
think the
to score-
most
You don't have to score points to make an impact. Deuce McBride shows that.
I think the most important games to look at within this week is the first game, the Cleveland Cavaliers and the last game Sacramento Kings, because the first game is like the first try for anything. Anything can happen, anything can go wrong, anything can go right. So they show that they can play and just play together as a unit and get it done. And then I think we played.
It was the
played the Hawks
Cavs. It was the Hornets
and the Hawks.
the Hawks, and yeah, then the Kings.
And the Kings. So the Hawks, we definitely brought to Trae Young. Quentin Grimes was all over Trae Young like white on race. He was giving Trae Young a problem, a big problem. My man's did. I don't have. Listen, this is just a straight talk episode, so we don't really have stats on us like that. But I know Trae Young had a shit of a night. He had a very bad night.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
Go ahead,
I'll
look
be
it
the
up,
guy.
Stevie. Go ahead, you be that guy. Deuce McBride, great. Defense. Listen, it's within these 4 games.
He had 19 points. My bad. He actually didn't shoot too bad. He was 9 to 20, 19 points. But look at that. You only held him to 20 shots. Passing lanes. That's Deuce. That's Grimes.
What was that score? What was the final,
Final score for the Hawks game? 113-89.
What's the final score for the Cleveland game?
For the Cleveland game. Sorry, folks. 92-81. Dude, I think teams this week averaged 92 points, if I'm not mistaken, against us.
I was just gonna say, all games, every single game besides the Hornet game, we've held below 100 points.
Yeah, they averaged 92. I did the math.
The 102. Do you want to count the 102?
No, that counts. That counts. That's still good defense, bro. Remember, bro, in today's NBA, most teams are averaging 110, 115. So to hold a team to 102 is pretty good defense in today's NBA.
Yeah, it's great. And I think that's becoming the Knicks' identity yet again. I think the Knicks are finding that
defense is back, big baby.
Yeah, we're finding our identity again, and we're gonna become that team that you don't want to play. We're gonna become that team that you see on the schedule. We're gonna be like, fuck. You're gonna be like,
coming.
Yeah, man. New York is
coming
back,
to
man.
your town.
New York is back. New York
The only
fans.
thing that sucks though is Brunson got hurt today.
He did get hurt, but I don't know if it's serious. It kind of looked like he just tweaked the ankle. Those shit's hurt though. Don't get me wrong. From coming from basketball experience over any, Steve, you play basketball. You know what that shit is.
Yeah, I've hurt my ankle before. Not like serious, but like even minor hurting your ankle. Sorry, that's how bad it hurts. Made me stutter. Even hurting your ankle in a minor way hurts like hell. Is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, the worst is when you bounce on it, like when you jump off on it, like because there's time that I went for a block, and then I would land on my ankle sideways, and that shit was just like, oh my god, pain.
Nah, I what's it called? I jumped up, and when you jumped up, try to block somebody's shot, and you come down and land on somebody's foot.
Oh, you stepped on someone's foot.
Yeah, I did that. I did that mad times. That shit hurts, bro. That's painful.
Yeah. Damn, that shit is pain. That shit is pain.
Luckily, nothing happened. Like I didn't sprain it or anything. But even doing that and it not leading to a sprain still hurts. Yeah. Now imagine if it leads to a sprain, how painful that is.
So okay.
So I got lucky.
Quick recovery for Jalen Brunson. Peace and happiness to that man.
Exactly. All right, but hypothetically speaking, if he's out a few games, who starts?
Quickly.
Yeah, I figured that would be the height. I was gonna say the hypothetical. Yeah, that is a hypothetical.
Quickly for sure, and then Deuce out to 6. That'd be crazy. I mean, Sacramento.
I wouldn't mind.
The reason why I said these 2 games are the most important throughout the week is because Sacramento shows that these guys can actually play without the main core. Now, granted, it was the last 9 minutes of the fourth quarter. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do out the entire game, but the fact that they were able to show some fight and stability within that young core, especially with RJ out there leading the pack. Yes, he's young, but he's the veteran on the floor. So, it was good to see. It really was, and I'm happy. I'm if you're not happy as a Knicks fan, dude, you need therapy. You need to recheck yourself, man. For real. Now is the time. If you want to be happy, now is the time right now. Enjoy it. Soak it in. Because somebody told me to wake up when the Knicks go on a 3-game winning streak. We're on 4.
I think we're gonna do 5, maybe 6. I think we can beat the Bulls the next 2 games.
Think so?
This week we got. Hold on. You know what? Since I'm talking about it, brought it up. You know what? Let's look at it. This week we got the Bulls twice on Wednesday and Friday at Chicago. So we in the Windy City in the Chirac.
Guns up.
And this game's gonna be interesting next Sunday against the Pacers. That's gonna be an
That's
interesting
gonna
game.
be an extremely tough one.
That's gonna be a fun one. That one is gonna be a fun one to watch, just like today's game. No, I don't know if I'm not guaranteeing a win, but I don't know, bro, because Halliburton's playing really well. Ben Mathurin's playing well. It's gonna be a fun one.
Mathurin is I wish we had that guy. But
Yeah,
that's
no,
the story
I
of-
wanted him during the draft, man.
That's the
I don't
story
think
of-
the Knicks were aggressive. I don't think the Knicks were aggressive enough this draft.
that's the story of a Knicks fan's life. Am I right, Stevie?
So yeah, this week we got the Bulls twice and the Pacers. What do you think our record will be? I say 2-1.
2-1.
I'm 50. Well, let me not say a definite
3-0.
loss to the
3-0.
Pacers.
Fuck it. 3-0.
You going 3-0?
3-0.
I know we beat the Bulls twice. I'm going with that. So the Pacers,
I think,
I'm iffy
not for
on.
nothing, I gotta rewatch that past, present, future episode. Cause I think I'm pretty spot on with my record so far. You remember the list we did? You remember the
That's true.
I think
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty spot on so far. So I think I got a couple of right that everyone said that was gonna be wrong, and I think Sacramento was one of them.
Bro, I don't know, man. The Pacers is gonna be an interesting game.
I'm not
You're
saying
gonna have to stop. We got to stop Tyrese Halliburton from making plays.
bro, he's
gonna
averaging
be
he's
hard.
averaging 11 assists. He's the league leader in
Those are ju-
assists right now.
Those are John Stockton numbers.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Those are Stockton numbers, bro. Not everybody does Stockton numbers.
That's crazy. Good for him though, man. Good for him. But
Yeah,
goddamn.
exactly. Shout out to Halliburton. And considering I was one of the ones who said you just okay. Now you need a league assist. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, man, for sure. So
I actually look forward to seeing that game. That's gonna be a real entertaining game.
so to go deeper into the rabbit hole of the Knicks just to really cap this episode off, because this everything we just spoke about pretty much summed it up. There's
So
a
this
lot of
episode is gonna be called the Twitterverse.
the Twitterverse. So
Matter of
that's
fact, that's what you should call this episode: LJ versus the Twitterverse.
ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Yo, that was a good one. Okay, that was a good one. I'm proud of you. That was good. So, Knicks, quote unquote. This is what I called it because I was in a lot of spaces, and this is all pre. This is all pre 4-0 win streak. Everything that I'm talking about. So the fact that this happened is, we're like in the past right now, and then so you get what I'm trying to do, right? So
Going into the multiverse.
we're going into the multiverse. So there was a lot of talk about this quote unquote Knicks mafia, with the CAA thing. I'm sure you're familiar with the CAA, Stevie. For those of you that don't,
Did we talk about this last week?
we might have. We might have briefly just talked about it. But the thing I wanted to get into specifically is that a lot of people were still saying Tibbs is the issue. And the fact that Tibbs and Leon Rose are boys, no matter what happens, Leon Rose will not fire Tibbs. Well, New York, let me tell you something. As of right now,
Let me tell you something, New York.
let me tell you something. As of right now, aren't you glad he didn't? Because of Thibodeau and because of his 9-man rotation, we are currently on a 4-game winning streak. So, Stevie, real quick, just to cap this off, is Thibodeau the problem?
Nope. In fact, he probably saved, bro. The only thing that could make his job a disaster this season, I can't even say it, bro. I won't even put that energy in the air. In all honesty, because we're in a good place right now. So no, he's not the problem. I'll just keep it like that.
And I think I want to emphasize that New York is in a very good place right now. Like we and you know what? People will laugh at us. New York fans, people will laugh at you. They will do anything to make sure New York fans are not happy whatsoever. No matter
I'm happy.
No
I'm
matter
happy.
how many games we win, they'll always say, "Oh, win 6, win 7 in a row, win 8." Even if we win 10 in a row, someone is still gonna be like, you guys are gonna fold, choke, this, that, and the third. So listen, as of right now, we are on a 4-game winning streak, and me and Stevie have already told you, predicted 2 more games added to that win streak with the Bulls, because as of right now, the DeMar DeRozan is killing. Don't get me wrong.
Possibly
but-
7. I'm not counting out the Pacers. I just said it's gonna be an interesting game.
So okay, according to my list, 7, because I said we're gonna go 3-0. So
I'm 50-50.
I'm 100%.
I'm definitely calling a 6-game streak. I'll say that. I'll definitely say 6.
I'm 100% on that. Listen, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a tough road. Hopefully, okay. Look, this all depends on Jalen Brunson's health, too, because we don't know how bad his injury is, and I think he has about 3 days of rest until we get into the next one, because we play them Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. The games this week are, I believe, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so he has about
Yes, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Correct.
Okay, so he has 3 days to rest. He has 3 days to get, because I feel like he's needed it already, because I feel like he was already hurt from previous games and he was just playing through it. So I think now, this gives him the time that he needs to actually, get the rest that he needs. So hopefully, he maximizes it, and hopefully he's good to go for this, because it's gonna be a battle yet again. You got DeMar DeRozan, who's I think averaging almost 30 points. So
Is he? Hold on.
I think he's
25.
25.
Averaging 25, 4 rebounds, 4. So he's putting up numbers. He's doing DeMar DeRozan things.
He's doing his thing. So, it's going to be another tough matchup for us. Zach LaVine, another high flyer, just like Obi Toppin. So we're going to see how Julius or RJ Barrett or Quentin Grimes deals with this situation. Because that would be a good test for Grimes too, because Grimes is fast and so is Zach LaVine. So that's going to be a tough assignment. So honestly, like you said, I think we beat them both, and it all comes down to the Pacers. That's gonna be the matchup of that might be the old rivalry again. Because right now, the good thing about the Knicks is that I feel like we could go against anybody and bash heads. You know what I mean? I feel like we're gonna put up a fight with anybody we come across as of right now with the way the team is playing. So
Imagine if we had an A player, bro.
what if something is developing here though? What if
Maybe I won't eliminate that possibility. You know what I mean? The possibilities there. The A player is still developing, but still, if we had it like now, shit would be sweet.
Yeah, listen, sweeter, because shit is sweet right now. I can't even lie to you. Because
Yeah, I can't disagree. We're in a better place than we were last week. That's the truth.
because I want the consistency argument to die, because for the longest I've been battling. Yo, we need, even your brother. Shout out to your brother. Shout out to Edgar Pagan. Shout out to my guy. He called me. He said this team needs time and patience. So we gave it to them, or at least we as a Knicks Anonymous and Knicks Anonymous family, because the Knicks Anonymous family is the GOATs. So we gave them the time and patience they needed, and here we are. While everybody was fumbling the bag and going crazy, losing their minds. Speaking of fumbling, I don't know why I thought about it, but the post game, I gotta put the little. You like my Hornets post game post?
That was hilarious. I can't lie, that was funny. I saw
Yo.
that. I was like, yo, this dude is retarded for that. That was a good one. That had me crack. That made me crack up on the train ride home.
I'm gonna do it again tonight. So for those of you watching the episode this Monday morning or wherever Monday, in the whatever the day you're watching, go look at the YouTube story. I mean the Instagram story. You'll see it. You'll see it for sure. But yo, hey, do you got anything else to add to this, Stevie? I feel like we hit all the points on the head.
Best case scenario 3-0 this week. Worst case scenario 2-1. That's my prediction.
Hey man, listen, I got 3-0, or you said 4-0. Who we played the
Nah, it's only 3 games.
3 games, so 3-0. I say we bring it to the Pacers. I say where do we play, at home or away?
We're at Indiana.
At Indiana. Oh, we're good on the road. We have a pretty good road record.
It's gonna be tough, bro. If we don't have Brunson for that game, man. Just saying.
Okay, look it. No Brunson, we lose.
It's gonna be tough.
No, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. No Brunson, we're gonna lose. Brunson, yeah, we're gonna bring it to them, man. It's gonna be a tough one. It's just who's gonna. I think Matherin's gonna be the difference. Who do we have to match up with him? Because he's off the bench, right? Or is he starting?
I believe he's off the bench, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though.
So we're gonna need some. So I guess Deuce is gonna have that assignment. So it's gonna be a long night.
It's gonna be a tough assignment, man. For Deuce, I think Grimes, more so Grimes than Deuce. Grimes, because Grimes is 6'5". Grimes is 6'5", right? 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah,
Then Matherin's 6'7", 6'8", around that area.
Oh my god,
6'6", 6'6", 6'7", something like that.
dude's a monster. I didn't even know he was that tall.
Yeah, he's not short. I mean, he's not tall either, but he's not short. I would
But
say
listen,
he's 6'6", the shortest.
I don't care if he was 7'5". We're bringing it to
Yeah,
these
he's a
guys.
beast.
We're bringing
Ben
it.
Matherin's a beast.
We're bringing
Shout
it.
out to Ben Matherin.
We're bringing it home, man. We are taking this 3-game winning streak. We're gonna continue living lavish, and even if we lose, we're still over 500.
4 games in the streak.
Yeah,
Take 3.
No, I was talking about now, the 4-game winning streak now.
Oh,
Yeah, but what should we call it? So yeah, even if we don't win that Pacers game, we still believe we're gonna win the Bulls game, and that still leaves us over 500. So we said 500. So we're actually
no, we're 14 and 13 right now. So if we go
game.
2-1 this week, we'll be 16 and 14. No, we'll be 16 and 15. Sorry.
So we'll still be a game over 500. So there goes the.
Actually, no, yeah, 16 and 14. My mistake.
So if you want to get technical, we are currently
way off.
So if you want to get statistical right now, we are currently above average. Because remember the episode, the title of the episode a couple of weeks ago, it was "We Are Just Average." Now
we're currently on pace for my 44 wins. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yes, we
Just
are.
saying.
That's true. But yeah, so shout out to Knicks Anonymous family. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. We love you guys.
Shout out to the Knicks themselves.
Shout out to the Knicks themselves. They're doing in the work. Shout out to shout out to Tibbs. Shout out to front office. Shout out to everybody who has a part in this.
And y'all might not like this, but shout out to you too, James Dolan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shout out James Dolan.
He does own the Knicks. You know, I can't hate the guy. You know, sometimes I don't like him, but I don't hate him.
He does own the Knicks, so fuck it. You gotta give the credit when credit's due, man. You know, so be happy, New York. We're gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna have a fucking huge smile on my face. Knowing the Knicks are
Especially
forward.
after a win.
Yeah. It's just the air is crisper with a W in your system, you know? Especially 4 of them. So
Damn right.
So yo, I am LJ.
Stevie in the building.
We are Knicks Anonymous, episode 79. We love you guys, and we'll see y'all next week.
Go Knicks.